Oh yeah, it's time for the late night talks. Want to talk to me? I want to talk to you. Yeah. Impromptu. So we see that the controversial Olympian from this past Olympics is once again making headlines due to a leaked medical report that seems to state this fighter has no female genitalia and, at least biologically, is not a female in any capacity. They seem to have a rare birth defect that results in inverted testicles, a micropenis, and XY chromosomes, making the fighter biologically male. This report was sent out to several people, and to my knowledge, it was sent to at least one sanctioning body. It was sent to the WBO. Uh, Likely in an effort to prevent the athlete who intends to go pro, get their professional boxing license, to continue to compete in the women's categories. That's likely why they did that they want that to get out. They want people to know that, in spite of what the IOC may have allowed in these past games, this is the information. That's the story that's out there, essentially. That's the story. And it doesn't come as a surprise to anyone. What it do, Data? What it do, George Cervecero, Lucius, Century? You already know. Que lo que, Jonah? Anthony in the building. Real talk. You know, I guess that whoever leaked that report, they want the powers to be that to know, so that presumably they can take action. Otherwise, why else would they leak it? The games are over. The Olympic Games are over. The fighters medaled. And unless the IOC plans on taking action against them, which it doesn't look like they do, it just is what it is. And I have some strong views about it, because I feel like a lot of people were just being deliberately disingenuous due to their identity politics. I feel that they're being deliberately disingenuous. They're not being honest with themselves or honest with each other, or even bothering to address the dangers of having someone who might have XY chromosomes competing against athletes who have XX chromosomes, and how no matter how much you want to idealize the situation in the name of inclusivity, this isn't even the kind of issue you think it is. You're just projecting and putting yourself into it, something that might pertain to you when it's not about you. It's very simple. If we're going to throw the biology, if we're going to cast aside the biology of the athletes, and when we're just going to disregard that, then why even have categories? Why even have separate categories for XX fighters and XY fighters? You might as well just make it a free for all. It's stupid. Lucius is dumb. There's a lot of people that have strong views about these past Olympic Games, right? That they were deliberately disingenuous because of other outlying factors that I won't mention here. This comes at the expense of many, many women who were deprived of an opportunity that should have rightfully went to them, because they're the ones who the category is for. That's what people are saying. And I'm just thinking, like, okay, well, if you don't care about the biology, you don't care about the chromosomal makeup of the athletes, then why even have separate categories? Why even do it? And why is it always one way? Why are they always trying to get into the women's divisions? We don't see a push, the other way around. So I guess that's still out there. It's still going on. I don't know what, if anything, is going to come of it. But the paid ranks are different than the amateur ranks. The amateur ranks are basically tournament format, to where if you choose not to compete or not comply, your position is forfeit, and the fighter that you were supposed to fight advances. The pros don't work like that. They don't work like that. You would need the cooperation of a lot of people. You would need the cooperation of the local commissions, wherever it is you're trying to get a boxing license. You would need the cooperation of the sanctioning bodies in order to be able to fight for one of their recognized titles. You would also need the cooperation of the combatants, some of which I've already seen are not on board for this. People are acting like the whole time those games were going on, I saw a lot of people being very disingenuous, and I don't see as many of them piping up now that this medical report has come out. It's my understanding it was a French journalist who leaked it. A French journalist leaked it, and then Redux magazine, they got a hold of it and they translated it to English, published it, and also it's my understanding that at least one sanctioning body has been contacted with a copy of that report, the WBO. And yeah, real talk, that's what they saying. They saying that the dude got a little ass dick. Shit so little, they thought it was a clit. But it's still a dick. It's a little dick. It's pimple dick. Still a dick. So what now? You got a dude with a little ass dick fighting girls? Just because the motherfucker don't got, just because the motherfucker got a little ass dick don't mean, shit is crazy out here, B. Like, these is crazy ass times, yo. Motherfucker got a pimple dick, so he get to fight the girls? Is that what we doing now? Shit is crazy. I don't know, dog. I guess that's the requisite to win a gold medal in the women's divisions. If you got a little ass dick, they'll let you fight. If you got a dick the size of a grain of rice, if you got a dick the size of a pinto bean, they'll let you fight. This shit is crazy out here, man. Had a great conversation with Rachel earlier. Shout out to Rachel Donaire. That's the homie. Shit is wild out here, man. Like, these are crazy times that we're living in, because a lot of these arguments that people are having seem like common sense to one group of folks, but not so much to another group of folks, and both sides feel very strong about it. But I just look at it as an efficacy safety issue. It's a safety issue at the heart of it. That's what it is. Marie-Pierre Huel fighting Jeanette Zapata. Jeanette succumbed to her injuries, and that was fighting a biological female. She succumbed to her injuries. Phoenix Ayala in the Hannah Rankin fight, she almost died. It was one female fighting another female, two biological females fighting each other, and one of them almost died. So what happens if you got somebody with XY chromosomes in there hitting a woman for 20 minutes? What do you think is going to happen? Or does it have to happen for you to get the message? The shit is crazy, man. Shit is crazy. In other news, we got two really good cards coming up this weekend. We have Keyshawn Davis versus Gustavo Lemos on Friday. And we have the Bouts Ennis versus Chukadzian rematch on Saturday. So I will be going live for both. I anticipate that the highlight fight of the weekend is likely going to be the Keyshawn Davis versus Gustavo Lemos fight. That has the potential to be a very fun action fight to watch, because Keyshawn is an action fighter, and we know Gustavo's an action fighter. He likes to apply a lot of pressure. So that's going to be a fun fight. We'll go live for that on Friday. And then on Saturday, we'll go live for the Bouts Ennis versus Chukadzian fight. We'll see if he can knock him out this time, because what he was doing wrong before, I was going to talk about it in a video, but what he was doing wrong before is you're trying to do the guy with one big punch, and that's not going to work against the moving target. Like, nah, that's against the moving target. You got to throw 3 and 4 punches. It can't be just one, because he's not going to be there for the one. You need to follow up with 2 and 3 and 4 punches, throw combinations. And of course, I know it's a cliche. I know people say it all the time, but what does he got to do, country?
Cut off the damn ring.
You fucking read my mind, bro. You got to cut off the ring, bro. If you can't do that, then it's the first fight all over again, bro.
Yep, pretty much. I'm going to get it over with right now. So you're going to get mad at me. Rest in peace, Quincy Jones.
Jesus Christ, bro. What do you get, like notifications?
I just saw it, man. It's not my fault, but
fuck, dog.
He was 91 years old, bro.
Quincy was a legend in the music industry. I choose to remember him for his music and not all the crazy rumors that are now coming out about A-list celebrities and music producers. I'm sure that Quincy got a couple of quick quo pro blowjobs. But hey, You know, you got to get somewhere, right? You got to
But he
do
was a
something.
giant in the music world, bro. I mean,
He's a titan, bro.
his contributions were unmatched in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I mean, we're not gonna get
What's the
enough.
point of money and power if you don't use them to get blowjobs?
That's what I was gonna say. Like, what is it all for if you can't get your dick sucked, dog? Could you imagine that? Real talk. You sign all these artists, you make all this money, but you can't get a blowjob. Then why
Yeah,
even
like,
do
bro, I can't
it?
make one of these fine broads get under my desk. Like, not one.
That's un-American, bro. I don't want to live that way. Ignacio, do you want to live that
Yeah,
way?
bro,
Because I
it's
don't want to live that way.
unconstitutional, man.
Hell no, but I'm from a different generation. All of these youngsters got me questioning if they want to live that way.
I think they do. Shout out to motherfucking George. What happens to women's rights? Best, yeah. I mean, like, look, dog. I think it's wrong personally. Like, I don't want to get too into it, but yeah, of course I think it's wrong, bro. Because why even have defined categories for what's supposed to be a male fighter and what's supposed to be a female fighter if you're going to cast aside their biology? Then why even have separate categories? What's the point? You might as well just make it a free for all if that's the case. If you're going to cast the science aside and the biology aside, it doesn't make any sense. You know, that in the name of inclusivity, they're jeopardizing the integrity of the sport, you know? Shout out to Virtuoso. Hey, real talk. How's O'Mira's cheeks? Yeah, real talk. Know all about that. O'Mira look fine in the motherfucker, dog. Fine in the motherfucker. And yeah, yo, you know, we got the Keyshawn Davis versus Gustavo Lemos fight this weekend. This is an acid test, man. This is a real acid test for Keyshawn. How do you think he's going to look, Ignacio?
I mean, honestly, he better not be bullshitting. He's going to have to come with his A game because Lemos is not one of those dudes that you want to fuck around with and act like you're going to be clowning in the ring. You better be focused the entire time. That being said, I don't think it's going to be an easy fight. I mean, Lemos gave Hitchens such a tough time that I'm not convinced that Keyshawn is that much better than Hitchens.
Yeah, but you know that Keyshawn is different than Hitchens. That Hitchens is all about range control, managing the distance. That they are different fighters. That Keyshawn will mix it up. He will throw combinations. He will trade in the pocket. Whereas Hitchens, he's a sugarfoot guy, bro. He's trying to stay away from you the whole fight. You think he's gonna do good, country?
I'm questioning. I mean, I think he'll do all right, but I'm still kind of questioning it. It's one of those we're gonna have to wait and see what he can really do. You know?
Real talk. What do you think? Is he gonna look good or is he gonna struggle? That's true.
I think he'll struggle a little bit.
That's true.
No, man, my bad. My fucking service is trash here.
Come on, put the condom on, bro. Put the fucking condom on, bro. What are you doing? Fucking JX said, Jules, Nello really might fight Beterbiev. Thoughts? I don't believe that stuff, bro. I'll be honest, because I never saw Eddie Reynoso. Unless I see it from Eddie, I don't really believe it. You know? Unless I see it from Eddie or Canelo. And those are actually Eddie's own words. That unless you heard it from me, don't believe it. You know, and I hear it from him. I heard it from Izquierdazo. I ain't hear it from him. So, I don't know. You know, do you think he's going to fight Beterbiev, country?
I doubt it. I don't think so. I saw a thing where they were talking about Canelo might fight Jamal. I was like going, no, just no. I mean,
no.
All that shit's in the realm of myth, man. I mean, come on.
Ignacio, you think he's going to fight Beterbiev?
Fuck no, because why would you risk brain damage from that man when you got $400 million or whatever the fuck he's got? Like, if he's smart, he stays away from that man.
Yeah, like it doesn't make sense.
He won't even fight Benavidez. I mean, what makes you think he's going to fight Beterbiev?
Well, yeah, I mean, like, you know, because I don't even want to go down that fucking rabbit hole, right? We've been down there so many fucking times, but it's like, yeah, if you didn't fight Benavidez yet, then why would you decide to fight Beterbiev? I mean, that's a real fight. That's a real fight with a real fighter.
Yeah, Jules, that's like Rocky going from Spider Rico to fucking Ivan Drago. What the fuck?
For real. Like, he's not fucking insane, you know? What do you guys think about this AI scoring shit that Todd Duboff, he would like to start using artificial intelligence to try to help score boxing matches? Do you think that could help?
I don't know.
I guess not.
Yeah.
Like that fucking silence. Like I guess not.
I'm
Nah,
doing that for me, man. I mean, can it really?
because the way you look at it, Jules, think about if boxing is subjective through a human, does that mean a computer is going to be objective?
Well, the computer would be objective in the sense that one of the things that the reason that we often disagree with the judges is because of scoring patterns that we get used to. You know that we see a guy wins a fight a certain way, and then we see a similar fight, and then the guy don't win. We're like, well, wait a minute, what the fuck? This guy won. You gave it to this guy for that reason. Why don't you give it to this guy? So it's the inconsistencies in the scoring patterns that get people. Personally, I'm for it. I think it needs it. I think that some of the stuff that they mentioned, like how do you determine what aggression is and what effective aggression is and who's the aggressor most of the time in the round, that this is data that actually can be tabulated to give you a better score and a better insight on the fight than just, oh, well, we're going to count punches with a clicker and we're going to let, because most of the judges in boxing are old as fucking shit. Like, why are they all old? You ain't got no young people you can hire to do this job?
Hey, Juice, do you think it'll be more accurate though?
Possibly, because what the judges don't, at least what doesn't seem to be unanimous among judges is, who do you want to award the round to, the aggressor or the defender? You have a situation in Bivol versus Beterbiev, for example, where you could give Bivol the benefit of the doubt because he landed more punches. He actually did land more scoring blows, but because his punches didn't have the effect on Beterbiev that Beterbiev's punches had on him, should you give it to Beterbiev? And I just think it needs to be nailed down and established. Who do you give the round to, dog? What are you scoring? Reactions, or are you scoring punches? What are you scoring? Who do you give the round to? You know, because it's undecided. They want it to stay murky for other reasons, I think. They want it to stay like, oh, well, it's open to interpretation, so that you can turn in a shitty scorecard whenever you feel like it. But if the standard is set, that we say, no, this is how we're going to do this now, this is what you're going to give the round to or whatever, then you're forced to comply. The way it is now, it's the wild, wild west. You could turn in any shitty scorecard. Oh, well, he had an off night. How many times have you heard that shit? We had an off night.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's the fucking cookie cutter response to a shitty scorecard. Oh, he had an off night.
Honestly, Jules, the biggest problem is a lot of these fucking promoters are in bed with the sanctioning bodies.
Absolutely.
And those guys are the ones that pick the fucking judges. And so it's just all kind of, in a way, it's this weird ass collusion between all three. And I think the only way you're ever going to fix that is if, honestly, you start holding these fucking judges, especially the ones who have shitty scorecards, you start holding their feet to the fire, especially on national television.
The problem is that there is not a set standard. See, Gustavo Limo should have won the Hitchens fight. Wouldn't you agree? He should have won that fight.
Yeah.
He should have won that fight, but they give it to Hitchens. And then you see another guy in that situation, same aesthetic, same stylistic matchup, and the pure boxer doesn't win. What? Well, because you got outworked. So the problem is that judging is not unanimous. It's just not that. There is not a set standard. It seems to me that you guys just make it up as you go along. That's what it looks like. Like, oh, well, this time we're going to award the aggressor, but the next time we won't, because the aggressor, the Sugarfoot guy is, the promoter's invested in him or whatever. I think there needs to be a set criteria that establishes, no, this is what we're looking for. This, the judges aren't going to want that, though, because that makes their job harder. That you gotta, what you think about the round and what you think about the fight has to align with this report, because if it doesn't, okay, then what the fuck are you doing? You have to explain it. And I do think there should be penalties too. Like, yo, dog, if you do a fucked up job at a construction site, you're gonna get kicked off the fucking site, right? If you work at a bodega or a grocery store or a supermarket and you don't pack out all the shit the way you're supposed to, you're gonna get kicked out, right? So how come a judge gets to turn over a shitty scorecard and they go right back to judging another fight, right back, like nothing happened? There needs to be accountability, you know, and a set standard, because there isn't one. So what do you think, John? Should there be artificial intelligences intelligently scoring these rounds?
I think it should. I think it would make the playing field more even, and we would get like more. I'm pretty sure there would be like some controversy fights, but I bet you it would be less.
What do
Because,
you
I
think?
mean, Like,
A todo mag. What that shit say?
A toda madre.
What do you think? Should they use robots and shit, AI, to score rounds? Do you think that would help?
It could help to, in a way, how you were saying it. Like, it would be more of an even judging throughout all of boxing. That means Americans, Mexicans, Russians, whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, sometimes we live off that human mistake. Like, for instance, in soccer, when Maradona did the hand of God, everybody fucking talked about it, and it's been years and years, and it's still popular. So in a way, we love that little fucking incident here and there. Not all the time. I'm just saying sometimes we do need that little black shade here and there.
I guess, but I just look at a decision like Lomachenko Haney. That like, come on, dog, he lost that fucking fight, dog. Like, and it's just so disingenuous that it leaves the door open for that bullshit. They're like, yo, dog, Devin lost that fight, dog. You're not like, bruh, he lost that fight, you know?
Yeah.
He lost that fight for the same reason Hitchens should have lost the Gustavo Limos fight. And I just think it's kind of like what they say about Sergio Mora. Sergio Mora is always looking to reward a guy for doing anything but landing fucking punches. Like, your dog, landing punches really should be the centerpiece of how you score a round. Landing punches. Because if you think about what the criteria is, clean punching and effective aggression, all right, well, that's landing punches then. So if a guy's landing more, that's the centerpiece. It should be. They're like, how are you winning the fight by getting hit more? Explain it.
That's
You're
true.
getting hit more, but you're winning. So is the goal to get hit then? That's the goal. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to get punched in my face more, and that's going to win me the fight.
He's using defense with his face.
Hey, man, shout out to defense, bro. Defense wins championships, country.
I have noticed this trend though. Like, usually when the fight's in America and it's an American pure boxer, usually it might be a robbery because I feel like it's an American fighter. Like, he has more name recognition than
Yes.
someone from Turkestan or something like that.
Like hometown decisions, you know, like they happen all over. Natasha Jonas got one over Michaela Mayer. Just like you said, we've seen so many boring fighters get a pass for being fucking boring. I wish they would stop rewarding that shit, because I said it in another live, that the moment you stop rewarding that shit, that boring ass shit, they're gonna have to stop doing it, because you're gonna go into a fight with the understanding that if I fight that way, I'm gonna lose. So I got to do something different. That starts as soon as you stop rewarding that shit, man. All that moving, like, we ain't here to see you dart across the ring 5 times. We're not, bro. We never were.
Now shuffle, man.
For real, you know? Shit is crazy. What do you think about Keyshawn this weekend, Madre? You think he's gonna do all right? You think he's gonna get his ass beat? He's in there with a tough guy.
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't seen much of Lemus. I have seen Keyshawn a lot more. But I do trust all your panel when it comes to say that Lemus is a hard puncher or a tough fight. I will see it, because usually you guys never let me down when it comes to fight. I'm more of a casual guy, but because I have seen Keyshawn more, I'm gonna be rooting for him. I just haven't seen Lemus to give you an actual answer.
Well, I want Keyshawn. A big part of the reason that I really want, I have a rooting interest in Keyshawn because he looks like a friend of mine that I grew up with. He's got the crazy eyes, just like my friend. But also a big part of the reason I'm rooting for him is because he's not a boring fighter. Like, he's not trying to be another Floyd clone. Like, oh, I'm just gonna stay on the outside and I'm gonna. We don't need that shit, bro. Like, it's too many motherfuckers doing that.
Hey, Jules, read the super chat.
Hey, Jules, do you think if they use AI, how would you set the parameters for judging the fight with a fucking asshole? Fucking, fucking asshole. You know what I'm saying? Of the way, look,
I think Keyshawn has a style to stop Lemos. I think he's gonna stop him.
I would say this. If I were to set the judging parameters for that algorithm, it would be on the premise that if the AI report shows that not only was one guy the aggressor, because they have that established, what constitutes being the aggressor and being effective with your aggression, that if the AI report shows this guy was the aggressor more often than not within a round, in tandem with how many punches he landed, that should give him the round. That let's say Country landed 10 punches in the round and I landed 10 punches in the round, but the difference was I was coming forward when I landed my punches. I was being aggressive. If I landed the same or more punches than Country, then I believe the aggressor should get the round. Because if I landed the same number of punches as you, how could they give you defense? I landed the same number of punches as you, right?
That makes
How
sense.
could they?
Do you think the AI can calculate damage too? Like,
no, but that's what that's what the AI can't calculate. It can't calculate damage. But let me ask you a question, bro. Do you think these old ass men that are 60 and 80, they can calculate damage? Because Devin looked more damaged to me than Loma.
yeah, you're right. They can.
He was getting, to me, you getting lumped up, Devin. You went back to your corner. He knows everything I'm gonna do. What do I do? You look fucking damaged to me, but not to the judges.
It's like, for instance, when it came to the Beterbiev, when I was scoring the card and all that, yes, I had swing rounds. So for me, it was never a robbery, right? It was never a robbery.
I agree with that.
When I see the punch stats at the end that Bivol only outlanded Beterbiev by 5 punches, I'm like, those can easily be jabs. So technically,
yes, I'm with that. The margin, I'm with that.
Yes, and then I was like, that means that not only did Beterbiev threw by 100 punches more, but he almost landed the same amount of punches as you. So I'm like, in my eyes, because I did give Beterbiev the swing rounds, it was never a robbery. It's just that Bivol was landing very clear punches that you can actually see them. But every time that a Beterbiev was landing, Bivol was running.
That's true.
running.
What do you think about that, Julio? Do you think that artificial intelligence can be an improvement to how these fights are scored?
Fuck no.
No,
But,
really?
No, absolutely not.
Wow. Okay, go ahead.
Absolutely not. There's no correlation. I think boxing has objective rules. The problem is that judges either aren't watching. It's how the fights are judged mechanically, right? So boxing has objective rules. Like, you can objectively determine a winner. The problem is the judges aren't watching the fights. They're fucking falling asleep. The judges are paid off, and also there's no way to actually like hold judges accountable at all. Like, there's really no system to determine what makes you, what allows you.
Doesn't that define the need for a separate criteria to add another layer of analysis, because the judges aren't held accountable?
I think refs should have a scorecard.
And this is
they're right there.
The
fucking
AI would work.
Yo, he uses so many drugs, but he says the best shit. I never thought of that.
Yo, Jules,
like AI, the way AI is designed, it'll have bias. Like,
Jules, but there are what's it called, refs. Like, for example, in the UK, they allow the refs to score the fight. It's not based on judges.
No, you're right, but that's only in like 4-rounders, bro. The only time I've ever seen a judge decide the outcome of a fight was like in a 4-rounder or a 6-rounder. I never seen that in a 12-round fight or a title fight.
I saw it in a 10-rounder not too long ago. They had that fucking guy Steve Gray scoring the fight, and he actually scored it right. So it does happen. I'm just saying, I think that might be the deciding factor. Why not allow the ref to score the fight as well as the three?
Maybe there should be 5 judges.
In addition to the judges, because
like, 3 judges is so fucking, like, you know what I mean?
But Julio, isn't that a safeguard against corruption and against human error if at least one portion of what evaluates the fight isn't a human?
Sure. Like, maybe they can weigh AI analysis in addition to a referee decision and judge decisions. But also, I think we need more judges. Like maybe there should be
Really?
5 judges.
So
Dude.
you like that idea that because Mauricio has that idea that they should use 6 judges? To me, that's just more fucked up scorecards. That's all I see. Like that doesn't prevent anybody from turning in a fucked up scorecard. There's a higher probability of that happening because there's more judges.
But 3 judges is such a benign figure. Like, why should 3 people be able to decide a fight?
Why should 6? Why not make it 12?
More eyes. More eyes, but not too many eyes.
So, all right, so let's make it 10 judges and call it even.
It's too much.
What determines that's too much?
Dude, 10 judges, that's like an entire PBC show. That's like the entire audience.
Bro, you just said more eyes, bro. More judges, more eyes.
Might as well let there be an audience vote at a PBC show.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I just think that they want it to seem. I feel like it's one of those things where they want it to seem like there's this established science or this established criteria, but so often even the judges don't agree on who won a round. There's plenty of fights where 2 judges have
that's what I'm saying. Like judges should have to like explain why they scored it, and if it's against the way they explain it isn't within like the parameters of how a fight should be judged, and you got to get the fuck out of there. Straight up. It just needs to be more objective, right? I think you have to make the mechanism.
I don't think that more humans is a safeguard against human error and or corruption, which wasn't mentioned, but we know it happens. Like everybody knows, like dog, like a lot of the times is just what Ignacio said. The fucking sanctioning bodies are cool with certain promoters. The sanctioning bodies are the ones that are assigning the judges. So it's like, how do you safeguard against that kind of collusion? Artificial intelligence.
Maybe there should be a betting market on judges who'll fuck up.
I mean, that's the one thing that I feel like the AI would be better at, because the AI can't have any bias towards anybody. Like, it can't have like any hometown, like, oh, this guy's from my hometown, or I grew up watching this guy fighting, so I have some emotional attachment, so that's why I give him the round. Like the AI.
No, Max.
But also, if
the story of the fight, fucking story of the fight, Max. What the fuck?
But I think that's
or the other
like,
favorite.
if you go to a boxing match, the judges aren't even watching the fight. Like, if you go to a boxing match, like half the time they're like dozing off, checking their phones, like they're not really watching.
Because look at the average. Why is it every time I see a picture of a judge, he looks 60? You got these 60-year-old guys in the wee hours of the morning scoring a boxing match? Are there no younger judges around?
Why are these guys so old? I have been wondering.
Because it's a boys' club, bro. Like, honestly, that's why they're old. Because it's not like it's a job you just sign up and you get the job. No, it's who you know. It's who you know. Like any other position like that, bro. You got to be part of the network, part of the club already to get in the club. You got to be in it already. Virtuoso, what do you think, dog? Artificial intelligence, can it improve? Can it improve scoring in boxing? That's true.
I thought so. Good point.
I never thought about it that way.
The fans win.
Julio said that earlier.
And I was about to say that too.
I can't believe it. I never looked at it that way. Virtuoso, I wish I said that.
He's got that McDonald's Wi-Fi again.
Hey, now I'm starting to get
that
worried.
Motherfucking public library Wi-Fi, bro. He's got like one bar. You know? Real talk, what do you think? Artificial intelligence scoring boxing matches. Could it improve upon a flawed system?
No, because you know what's funny as fuck is I was literally right before you uploaded that video, I was already watching somebody else's video about using AI to score boxing and jabber specifically. So when you mentioned that, I'm like, all right, we're in a matrix or some bullshit. Like y'all are peddling this shit to me. But
no, I mean,
I agree completely though, because basically the way the video was breaking down, it was a way to combat what we would feel are robberies, and the examples he did use was Lomachenko and Beterbiev, where you need to go based off of punches, and then if it's such a close number of punches, then you go based off of aggression.
Yes.
And
Yes. Yes.
that's where we would combat human error, because you make it a more fact based and number based scoring system, as opposed to something more arbitrary, like, well, I feel like this guy was more aggressive, or I feel like this guy was more defensive, and you're going based off of facts and not something that could be misconstrued.
Yeah, because the criteria, it's uneven, inconsistent scoring patterns that people have a problem with. That I said it earlier. We'll watch a fight, and we'll watch a guy win a fight for being aggressive and throwing punches and bunches, and in the same breath, we'll watch a Gustavo Limos versus Richardson Hitchens, and they'll give it to Hitchens, even though it looked like he getting beat up, dog. He definitely ain't being more busy than Gustavo, but y'all gave him the decision. So it's that the judges don't actually have something that they have to abide by. They just make it up as they go along. That night, like, oh, well, he was being the ring generalship aggression square root of an apple, bro. And that's why I gave him the round.
Square root of an apple.
You once said how ring generalship can be nebulous. It's not easily defined.
Yep.
I mean, look, man, I've said this before, that judges shouldn't even be at ringside. They should be in a room watching it on TV.
Honestly, yeah.
Because I don't know how exactly how the AI stats tabulate into their scoring criteria. I think in order to see a change, you would have to you pretty much have to do a do-over on their whole scoring system, like revamp it.
But don't you think that they need one after all these years?
Yeah, I believe they do. I mean,
it's like the New York City subway system that yes, it needs to be updated. It absolutely does.
Not to cut you guys off, but another point that was brought up about the refs was that it needs to be because I was on my way to a better spot. Y'all were talking about more judges. The best number would be 4.
4.
One judge on each side of the ring, not all bunched up at a table so that they can look at each other's cards. None of that shit. One on each side, so that way we can get one for each angle of the fight. Or and they should also have screens. And there should be instant playback, bro. They should do instant replay. Sport has instant playback. Why the fuck hasn't boxing updated yet?
Even soccer has VAR now.
Because those sports are more well funded than boxing, is what it is. They don't want it to be uniform because it costs more money. It's like doping. It's like the anti-doping tests. The reason it's not uniform and everywhere is because, you have to pay for it. It's not free. Something like that, like a technology. Well, I'm going to assume that somebody's going to charge you to use that technology for every boxing match at every level. Or would it only be televised fights? Would it only be championship level fights? There's a lot of small details that you have to, sort out that, we going to do this for 4 rounders? We're going to use an AI for 4 rounders?
Well, it should be, I think it should be at least for championship level fights.
I agree with you. Like, if it's me, you should use it for everything to establish that criteria, because what I see what it is, you guys want it to be nebulous. You want it to be murky. You want room for error. So you have an excuse to turn in a shitty scorecard because somebody paid you, or because you were sleepy, because, the Levitra didn't kick in yet, whatever.
Yeah,
the
a lot of the fucking judges are really fucking old. Like, is it my imagination, or is there not a judge in boxing under the age of 60? They're all old.
No, you're not wrong, Jules. A lot of those judges are old.
They're all old fucking men. Like I never seen. Show me a judge that's 30 years old, because I ain't seen one, bro. All these dudes is 50 and 60. So, of course.
I mean, it's pretty much a social security club that's born out of the state commission, which is like even though the mafia doesn't control it anymore, it still gives that flair of corruption. Like it's part of the mafia, and there's hardly any government oversight.
There is.
Adelaide Bird can't. I heard Adelaide Bird can't do shows in Saudi because she gets hot flashes. She's that old.
You don't want her getting hot flashes, dog. Them long ass titties gonna come out. You don't want to see that in Saudi.
Yeah.
Yo, Jules, but then think about that.
Yo, she could
Adelaide
steam a pot of
Bird.
rice under her tits.
Adelaide Bird, his husband was that fucking referee Robert Bird, and then their younger son is now refereeing as well. So it's all nepotism in a lot of ways.
But that's what I mean.
it's
It's a boys club. Like Gloria Martinez Rizzo. After all that shit with who was it? Mikhail Fox and Gabriel Maestre, I think it was that fight. She was back to judging fights, and they snuck her in other words, that for a little while she was doing smaller shows, in Miami, and then she came right back like nothing happened. Like you weren't penalized for anything.
She has so Adelaide Bird has a son judging too?
Yeah, dog.
No. He's a ref. His dad was a ref, so he's a ref now too.
That's even better.
And another
Big
thing
Bird
that's
was
not
on
talked
Sesame
about,
Street.
Another thing that's not talked about enough is why was it ever allowed for there to be 3 American judges for Lomachenko versus Haney, bro?
And that's the thing that when I was reading through the article, the Dwayne Ford guy, the NABF guy, bro, you're not gonna say it, but you want that wiggle room to do fucked up shit. You're not gonna say, well, look, we need room for our bribes. We do get bribed. We need space. We
still gotta be able to line our pockets.
Right? Like he's not gonna say that, but what's going on. Cause come on, dog. Like I don't got time for the dumb shit. Loma beat Devin, bro. Clear as day. He beat him. Clear as day. Okay? He beat him. I'm not gonna do this fucking disingenuous bullshit. He should have won, So it's decisions like that. That create the instability. That don't say it's clean, effective punching, clean punching, or effective aggression. When I watched the guy do all those things and you gave the fight to the other guy, it doesn't make sense.
One thing I like that overtime does is they have like overtime rounds. So like if there's a draw,
no matter where you look at on every every video talking about it, every poll, you'll see that there are people who think that Haney won the fight. But the amount of likes that you get for Loma won the fight and the amount of people arguing, it's like 1 to 10, bro.
I don't even like doing this because, I don't like doing this. But be real. Only tribalists think Devin won. Nobody with any objectivity, nobody with any integrity thinks Devin won that fight. I'm gonna call it what the fuck. I'm not Ukrainian, motherfucker. I don't give a shit about Loma. Well, fuck Ukraine and fuck you. I don't give a shit about the Ukraine.
We are stealing your
care
money.
about that. You think I care about that shit? I only care about the prostitutes. I don't care about that shit.
Motherfucker.
Everything to save the prostitutes.
You haven't been on Instagram lately.
That's how you know he's getting fucking old, bro. Bro,
you didn't see. You don't be on Instagram. That ad pops up. Hello, I am Anya, and you want Slavic Ukrainian women. That shit pops up on me all the time. Like,
oh my god,
Slavic women are beautiful, and you like they're really selling mail order brides. Country like back in the day, they doing that, dog.
Jules, don't lie. You get the ones for the Chinese ones. You get the ones for the chicks in South America.
Not the South
You
America,
get all them, bros.
I get the Asian. I get when I'm on Instagram. If I'm on Instagram too long, I'll be looking at reels because I love watching cooking shit on the reels. Because I try to take the recipes or whatever, and I'll go through like 5-6 reels.
Fat bitch.
I don't give a shit. You want Slavic women? Suck your dick. Lick it, balls.
You lying, bro.
I don't know if you heard it, but my wife just yelled at me.
You better watch it, man.
She don't know I'm dead ass. Like I'll follow a whole bunch of cooking things or comedy things. I'll scroll through like 5 reels, and then that shit'll just randomly pop up. It's like, what? Like, are you seriously selling mail order brides? Like, you're back to doing that? That's some old school shit, Shout out to Fight Lounge. Misfits Boxing, YouTuber Boxing had 8 events this year. PBC had 5 events this year. Which promotion lasts, bruh? Honestly,
I didn't even think of it like that.
No, but because Misfits is actually profitable though. Like they make money with those shows. We don't watch them, but they do make money with those shows, bro. More than PBC making.
Because they play to a different type of audience and fan base.
Yeah, a younger one, which is ideally what
And
you
they're
want.
not like fucking overpriced as shit.
That too. That you know, like they have a built-in audience. If you look out into the crowd, people go to those events, bro. They go, you know, and the fighters themselves are their own promotional engines, devoid of misfits promoting a show. Those kids promote themselves on their social media, so it's perfect for them, you know. The boxing is shit, but the infrastructure is all right. The boxing is shit though, like shit.
I'm gonna be honest with you. When before I got into more boxing, because I used to watch it here and there, like casual. I do have to um, give a salute to the PBC because of them. I actually started watching a lot more boxing, and then I got into white PBC. I found your channel. I found Boxing Wave, Mark's channel on Rival, and that's where I was like, that's when when I checked out. I'm like, hey, this is like the PBC is bullshit, but I do give them a lot of things because of them. I got into boxing to watch a lot more than what I was.
I get that. I get that you have a soft spot for them. I can understand that. That if that's what drew you to the sport, you're always going to have a soft spot for it. It's just that for me, they embody everything that's wrong with modern boxing. Because if you can believe this, there was a time when boxing was just boxing, bro. A lot of the shit that we talk about today, there was a time we never talked about that shit because the fighters were fighting.
Yeah, it's like
I have a soft spot for the first girl I fucked. She's hideous.
It's like I heard De La Hoya say in an interview that when he fought 5 times in a year, that he was just there for fighting. That there was no money involved because he knew what type of fighter he was. Like there are some fights that are gonna make you money, and then there's some fights that are not gonna make you money. And that's where I believe in America, boxing's dying because of those reasons that they just are stuck in the belief that they need to make $1 million per fight.
Yeah, honestly, I mean that's what's killing it. That the cost to do a boxing match is exponentially higher for a fight that isn't gonna fucking sell. Like we said in the last live, Haney versus Prograde didn't need to be a pay-per-view. That's fucking dumb. That didn't need to be a pay-per-view. $60, bro. What the fuck?
It's like I remember when you and Mark promoted the shit out of the Ayoka Tanaka fight. That I literally stayed up till 1 or 3 in the morning. I forgot what time it was to fucking watch that fight. It delivered, and I was like, I need to watch me some Asian fucking boxing from now on.
Yeah, you know, I mean, like boxing is at its best when people are realistic. And I'll say about 4 lives ago, I said this, that the difference between things now and things before is people were realistic with themselves. You got journeyman now that it gotta make sense, yo. It gotta make, like, bro, you a fucking gatekeeper, bro. The fuck? Gotta make sense. Get out of here, bro. Then don't fight, motherfucker. Motherfuckers don't know their place, bro.
Yeah, that's why when I was ready to basically say bye to the PBC, I'm like, finally this shit's over. Fucking Canelo signs with that. I'm like, you motherfucker, you just gave him life.
I'll tell you what, but the shit is that it might be over because unless they get another broadcast partner, I don't remember 2 of the fights they did were his fights this year, you know? 2 of them. If you take him away, you're down to 3 fights, one of which they didn't even pay for because they didn't pay for the.
They did 2, brother.
They did 2. Basically, that's what I'm saying. They're like, yo, y'all really did 2 fights because Canelo, y'all not doing Canelo fight. Canelo is doing Canelo fight.
And they weren't even PBC fighters that he fought.
I don't think Canelo's leaving the PBC anytime soon for an interview that I heard. Because I don't know how promotional works. You might know this, like when a promotional company puts a show, do they also put up the stuff for the arena, right?
Yes.
Okay. So from what I understand, and I believe this is the reason why Canelo won't leave the PBC, he did in an interview where he said he gets like 90% of the merch or for like the beer sales.
No. Yeah, but the thing is, that's anywhere he goes, though. That's if he fights on Matchroom. That's if he fights on Top Rank. Like, for example, he's going to get that because he's going to get that. Certain situations are different. Some places you go, a casino might give you money because they want your fight to happen at their casino. It's not the same all the time. Sometimes they give you money to do the fight, and that's a part of what pays for the operational cost. That if the Australian government wants to do a show at Marvel Stadium and they're saying, yo, we got this site fee for you if you do it here, sometimes they pay for it. Sometimes they do. It's not one way, you know. With Canelo, you're printing money because it's gonna sell. It is gonna sell. Like it might not do 1 million all the time, but it is gonna sell. You know that they're like, yeah, the kid's good for at least 400,000 pay-per-view buys. He is.
Do you think those sales that he does is part of the money that he gets, or is that extra? Like for instance, like I'm gonna charge you 30 per fight, 30 million.
Yeah, it's extra.
You think that's part of the sales, or you think that's just extra?
I think it's extra. I think
Yeah.
it's extra.
The hot dogs, the shirts, the beer.
Yeah, that's extra money because remember, on average, this guy's making between 19 and 20 million at the gate. That's not even counting the guarantee. That's not even counting like the pay-per-views and all that bullshit and the sponsorships and the patches and the hot dog water and the anal beads. Like it's all type of shit going on.
Yeah, like the laundering, the drugs, all that.
But they only sell those at Gervonta Davis
You're fucking
fights. They
stupid,
don't-
bro.
Hell no.
It's like, do you remember the fight that happened in
Anal
Mexico?
beads.
Yeah, but
You remember-
he took like I really think that he took a haircut on that one porque he makes so much money. He just wanted to fight in
Nah,
Mexico,
bro.
Oh yeah.
There
What I
were tickets
was
going down
saying,
there for 50,000 pesos, bro. He didn't take
the
care.
the the reason he did it,
50,000 pesos.
the reason he didn't fight in his hometown of Guadalajara is because the fucking the owner of Chivas, which is the soccer team in Mexico, from Guadalajara, like the biggest thing. He wanted to keep all the merch, and Canelo basically told us like, "What the fuck? I'm sponsored by Tecate. I want to bring my own beer," and that stadium was sponsored by Corona, I think, and they couldn't come to an agreement. That's why he ended up fighting in Mexico City instead of fighting in his hometown of Guadalajara.
Just for the Mexican guys on the panel, what is the overall Mexican opinion of Corona as a beer? Now, personally, I'm an East Coast guy. I love a Corona, especially with a steak. But is Corona piss to the Mexican community?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
It is?
Sorta.
Yes.
It is?
Jules, there is a lot better beers, to be honest. Corona is not one of them.
They like Modelos or like Dos
Modelos
Equis. We don't drink
or Victoria.
Coronas no more.
Yeah, Modelo is like the big
Victorias.
one in Mexico.
For instance,
Pacifico is really good too.
Everything.
I love a Corona. Like I fuck you know because I don't drink.
That's an older cat drink, bro.
I was good.
It's a football beer.
What I'm saying is, I don't drink it like I don't drink beer to get drunk. I like the taste of a Corona. Usually, I have it with steak. Usually, if I'm eating, but that's why I buy them. I like the taste of the Corona. You know.
Well, that's the reason why I drink Dos Equis. I like the taste of Dos Equis. But
I had Modelo. Modelo's good though. Modelo's good.
I like the brown Coronas. Those are good. But the regular Coronas, that's piss, bro.
I'll say this.
You're exaggerating.
I'll say this. Like the Baja California, everything that's from the Baja California, they are ruled by Tecate. That's the beer. That's Tecate right there.
You know, I haven't fucking drunk Tecate yet. I need to get that.
No, you should. It's good.
I drink a mango habanero IPA. Delicious.
Everything on the south of Mexico usually is Victoria.
Did you guys hear that elitist bullshit? You gotta drink this mango habanero.
What kind of hipster douche shit was that?
Fucking shit. It's like, you know, my wife, we went out earlier. We go to fucking Dunkin' Donuts. She orders, let me get the pumpkin spice and apple you know, like this is leaves in it and all type of bullshit. Like, let me get a black coffee. That's what let me get a black coffee. Fuck.
Let me get a coffee black.
For real, like I don't need all this crazy shit going. People swimming in the fucking coffee and shit. Doing.
Can I get some coffee and water?
Jules, let's face it, you're not big into fancy, man. You never been.
I'm not a fancy dude, dog. I'm just not into that shit. I like regular shit, man. Like I don't like a lot of shit going on, dog. I don't like a lot of shit.
Dead ass. I like t-shirts and jeans, bro. Anything other than that, you're fucking bullshit.
Yeah, like if it's
I wear a loincloth. I don't really like all that. I'm a simple guy.
He wear a loincloth and Crocs.
Yeah, I don't really like a lot going on.
Tarzan motherfucker.
Oh shit, but man. But yo, we still got a lot of good ass fights, which is crazy. Like I saw people complaining that like, yo, the year is like quiet. I'm like, nah, we still got Liam Pato versus Hitchens, bro. That's a good fight. We still got Fury and Usyk. That's a good fight,
bro. Fuck yeah.
Man, they
That
don't
probably
need
Maybe
that.
X
Tank
versus
fight ain't
Jordan.
gonna happen no more.
for real. Now, I want to ask you guys about this Lomachenko shit because it's becoming an issue, and I see that different people have different opinions on it. Some people think he deserves his amnesty. If he only wants to fight once a year, so be it. Other people feel he should retire. You got a belt, bro. You have a belt. If you don't fight, you hold this shit up.
I'll be here. I ain't going nowhere.
So I'm because I got to take a piss. But what do you guys think about that? Who wants Loma to retire, and who thinks no? If he wants to stick around, he can stick around. Just fighting once a year.
I want him to retire at this point.
Well, I got a question.
Yeah, Loma should
How long ago
retire.
did he win his belt?
In
It
May.
was this year.
Like in May.
In May.
Yeah, earlier this year.
I mean,
wasn't
who's he
that
gonna
long
fight
ago.
now? Like who's there for him to fight now?
Nobody really, and they'll just try to use me as an opponent. He's 30, going on 37. It's time to go.
I mean,
No, he's 37 already. Country, he's going to be 38 next year.
Well, there you go. That's even worse. So just he's done what he
Is there
wanted
any-
to do.
Is there any hope for him to move up to 140 at least? Something?
No, he's
No.
too small.
Nah, he's too small. As it is, he's too small for 35 with all the fucking huge guys that are at 35. I'm with Country. I think he should just call it.
At 35.
Yeah, I think he should just call it and just move on because his heart's not in it anymore. He even said so.
Right. It's,
Yeah,
get
he
on
did
with
it
your
for his
life, bro.
papa.
Yeah,
He's
like
done all
I
you
can't
wanted to
fault
do,
Loma
man.
because it's not like he's been ordered to. It's not like he's been ordered. And there is still a possibility for him to come back in the first quarter of next year. But
Yeah, but that's gonna be it ain't gonna last long though. You know what I mean?
yeah, but I mean, it's not like yeah, I mean, it's not like he's turning down fights. You know what I'm saying? He turned down Tank, but it's like Tank, you waited for 8 years, bro. Like
Yeah.
he already said he was gonna take the rest of the year off. I can't really fault him, but if he doesn't come back in the first quarter of the next year, then yeah, bro, hang it up.
Yeah, Tank
Yeah.
doesn't deserve a Loma fight at this point.
No, exactly, bro. Like we all know, Tank's the least deserving for the fight now. So, but I mean, if he were to come back against a Shakur or I don't think he'll ever fight a Berencic, but
no.
something like that. But it's like I don't really see what he can do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo, speaking of Tank, really quick, there was a guy on Twitter, he's on the spaces and stuff. He fucking posted something. I don't know how true it is or not, but that shit was pretty funny. Apparently, Tank was trying to sell the idea of him being able to travel to Japan in trying to do something with his boxing career. And his parole officer said, "Fuck no, you're not going anywhere." And then on top of that,
way.
yeah, and then on top of that, there's a rumor talking about they're foreclosing on his fucking condo. So I was like, holy shit. I was like, how the fuck is this dude having all this bad shit happening to him at the same time?
Karma.
Like,
That is
wow.
fucking hilarious. What the fuck?
Karma, bro.
Is the money
Yeah.
running out? I mean, he already went through all that bread. And
Yeah, I mean, shit, who knows?
I mean,
there is a
he had
reason
to
why
settle in
Tank
court.
is asking for a lot for his next fight against Lamont Roach, which is a fight that's not going to sell and nobody asked for.
I mean,
So
remember,
what are you
guys,
gonna do now?
nothing happened to him in court, and that wasn't cheap. I'm sure that wasn't cheap.
Oh, yeah, he had to settle lawsuits for sure.
He had to pay not to do no jail time. Well, he did do a little bit,
Yeah,
but not what should have came to him, you know.
I
So
think
what
it
did all
was.
the
I think
rest
it's
go?
karma for the Lamont Roach fight. It would be the second time he assaults a fucking parking valet.
I'm guessing the
40 million to fight Haney in a Ferrari, couple of Ferraris, and then you want 20 million for Loma, which that's not going to sell that much since it's already
How
been
old
proven
is
that
Tank?
Loma's
What is
not much
he?
of a
He's like
big draw.
28, 29?
he's about to be 30,
He's
man.
30.
He's 30.
He's a 30-year-old prospect.
Fuck.
Like
That
Tim
dude is
said.
30, bro. That dude is like he might be like built like a 12-year-old, but that dude is 30, bro.
That's
Bro,
what I was gonna
You
say,
ever heard of
bro.
them super
How the
seniors?
fuck you 30 years old and you that?
Yo, he dressed like Ash Ketchum. Did y'all see the shit he wore? Did y'all see the shit he wore to the press conference with? He had the jean vest and all that with the trucker, like no cap. He dressed like Ash Ketchum.
I mean, that's better than him wearing a skirt.
Bro, that's gonna be the next shit. He gonna show up in a tutu and all that, bro. He on that kind of time, bro.
Well, did he pick him up?
He on his main K-Leaf, bro. That's gonna be the new code shit. He on his main K-Leaf, bro. He on that time.
Let's leave Cornet Lady out of this, all right?
Hey, Ring,
yo, but wait. Did he pick him up like he was a toddler? Bro, I don't give a fuck. Yo, I don't fuck if you 6'5" or 7 feet, yo. You're not gonna pick me up, bro. I'm gonna grab the back of your like, nah, homie, chill. What you doing? He picked him up like he was like, what's that little midget motherfucker that be in Abu Dhabi? He was Hasbulla, bro.
Bro, not because I seen Andre Ward was talking to Mike Tyson. He's like, bro, did you not know he was a grown man? He's like, I thought he was a little kid, you know. I love kids.
Hasbulla looked like a treasure troll, bro, with a perm, but like he looked like a treasure troll. No, with a relaxer. His face looked like a treasure troll. Mike
bro, he looks like one of them Cabbage Patch Kids stayed alive too long and he forgot to transfer his soul into the first.
You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain, bro. Hasbulla. That dude is like 50, bro. He got like a doctorate and all of that, bro.
Dude, he looks like whatever. He looks like he's from the same realm that Ben Shalom is from.
No, y'all know he's a devout.
Whatever that is, man. I don't know.
No, y'all know he's like a devout Muslim, right?
Yeah, they're both from Narnia.
Yeah, like he don't let women touch him, nothing like that, like.
Because he was going to get some pussy, bro. Because he's going.
Who knew that Islam extended? Who knew that Islam extended as far as
you'd be
Narnia?
surprised. A lot of bitches out there, they really just want to see if they can, so they'll let them.
Nah, he probably got a bigger dick than the main K-Leaf.
You ain't even lying, bro.
The main K-Leaf got a
he's as big as her dick. He's like the size. He's like the size of her cock.
I was saying, they thought it was an oversized clit. It turned out to be an undersized dick.
But it's two of those motherfuckers, man. It's Hasbulla and who's the other one?
Wait, it's two of them?
I know there was another one.
It's like
Abdul
it's like Ken and Ryu.
I know you're talking about
Abdul Rozak.
Yeah, he was supposed to fight another. He was supposed to fight another motherfucker that was his own size.
Yeah, because there was another small-looking dude, right? Something about them dancing during Ramadan. I remember what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was Abdul Rozak. I think that's his name.
Motherfuckers look the same. The only difference is one has black hair and one has like blonde hair, sort of like red hair or whatever. Hasbulla.
They both go to the mosque in Narnia.
Hey, Hasbulla's in UFC 4, bro. And
you know 5. What I'm saying? Shout out to Hasbulla. Shout out to UFC. But yeah, yo, fucking Riyadh season, man. We gonna get fucking Frank Warren shows on DAZN. I'm happy about that.
Now it's real. Inoue soon signed like a $20 million deal with Turkey.
Bro, I hope that shit is for MJ, bro. That's what I hope.
So will he fight on DAZN? Is Inoue gonna fight on DAZN?
Bob is not gonna be happy about that shit.
No, what I saw, because what I read about it was that it wasn't more so like that he's gonna come fight for them. It's more of like a sponsorship, like you're gonna show you're gonna wear our insignia on your trunks and
like it'll be in the ring if he has it. But did you see what he said? He said that he might fight out there though. He said that.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't see that part.
He said something along the lines of, "Yeah, I signed on. I'll just fight the way I fight in Japan." He said something along those lines. So it's like,
I'm sure it's for the MJ fight, bro.
I mean, fuck it, put MJ in Saudi Arabia and have Junto in LA. I'm there for Junto.
Especially now. Shit, give Shohei Ohtani, give Ohtani free tickets to that motherfucker. That'll sell it out by itself. Shit. Y'all whooped our ass. Fuck y'all. Whooped our ass.
Shit.
Yeah,
he didn't. Wasn't he injured? Didn't he get injured?
Yeah, he got hurt.
Fuck him.
Freddie Freeman, the true American, whooped your ass, Juice.
he whooped our ass.
Yep.
Was it walk-off grand slam? It was a grand slam, right?
Yep.
Fuck him. Fuck him.
He said,
fuck him. For the whole series right
fucking asshole. Now I ain't gonna lie,
America,
he's the
Jules.
man. Bro, I ain't even gonna lie. He's the man for that shit. If you gonna do some shit like that, bro, you do it at the series, bro. And
if you like fuck that in a regular game.
For
He
real,
did
like
it somewhere where it mattered.
Well, Jules, think about it. There's one guy who's literally, I mean, he had a hell of a career, but every time people talk about him, it's because of the shit he did in the World Series, and that's Reggie Jackson.
Yeah.
That's when you get paid as an old man, it's because of that shit.
Yeah.
Bro, this dude, Mr. Lightning, is in the chat
made it
gawking
candy
off
bar
Shakur, bro.
Shakur is gonna come back strong and could take names. He was simply injured, and his opposition used that as their only chance to call Shakur's greatest into question. I don't know how you could be that excited about Shakur, bro. I'm gonna be real. Like, I don't know what the fuck
That's
he
what I'm
did.
saying. He's gawking off Shakur, bro.
Yeah, like what the fuck he did to get
Bro,
you
who
that
the fuck
excited,
playing
bro?
Old Country Road?
That's fucking country, bro. Country road, take me home to the play. Yo, I sing so fucking great, bro. I'm like John Denver, bro. That
Shit,
song make
sing that hoe, man.
Yeah, I ain't even from West Virginia, but I feel like I'm from West Virginia when that song come on, bro. That shit, I feel like them country roads be. Shout out that to Blue Mountain High, yo. You know what I'm saying? And what else, man? And what else?
I had a question for you, Jules. I was
ahead.
wondering if, let's say, the PBC defuncts next year, right? Like they break off. Who from all the boxers they still have, which is a little bit, who still survives and becomes kind of a big name other than Benavidez or Tank?
Te lo voy a decir. Sebastian Fundora, he could go to Golden Boy porque el promotor, Samson Lukowicz, he took Gabby over there. And you see how Gabby's doing. Gabby's doing fucking great over there.
Oh, yeah. I saw that knockout.
That was a fucking beautiful fucking knock. Like, that's what you want, dog, for an undisputed title fight. You want it to end like that. And if they're doing that for Gabby, I think they could do good for Sebastian if he went over there. That if what you say were to happen, PBC goes under, the fighters all become free agents. They can go where they want. The best place for Sebastian is Golden Boy. It's the best place for him. And Benavidez and David Morrell. All the Spanish-speaking fighters, honestly, should go to Oscar. He can, and you know, it's not tribalism shit. It's a fact. He has his hands on the pulse of the Chicano fans. If you pair up with him, it's synergy. It'll work. It will work. The other guys like vamos a decir Stanionis, you need a more international promoter, like a Top Rank that they have international fighters, or a Matchroom that, yeah, they could find something to do for a fucking Lithuanian. You know, you could clean up the gym and shit. You could wash Eddie's car.
You fucking piece of shit.
He can work the concession stand. He can work the concession stand at some of the fights.
Yeah, like he could sell popcorn and shit. Like, I am Lithuanian.
Hey, Stanionis, let me get a medium popcorn and a large Diet Coke.
Let me get
please.
the chicken tenders.
I don't sell popcorn. I sell bratwurst.
I sell bratwurst. But yeah, like because they really don't have a lot left if you really look. Like if Gary Antoine Russell, bro, go to Pro Box. You know, go to Pro Box, bro.
Go to hell.
Nah, go to fucking who's that old ass motherfucker? Why am I blanking on? Yeah, go to Don King Promotion.
Don King.
Motherfucker.
You might as well not box, bro. No, because if you think about some of the guys they got, okay, Puello. Where should Puello go? Honestly, Puello, even Oscar can't sell you, bro. Your hairline is way too high. Your face is too low. Bro, that dude is real weird. Like, your face is down here.
He looks like Martian Manhunter.
For real, like, he looks
Yo,
but in fairness, he does have a belt. He is WBC champion, so I'll say
he can phase through walls.
He can... Right? Go to Matchroom. Gary Antoine Russell, I honestly think the best place for you, bro, is Pro Box.
Bro, go to fucking Jake Paul. Go sign with Jake Paul. What are you doing with those broke ass PBC people?
Honestly,
that's real shit.
Wait a minute. That's not a bad idea though. That's actually not a bad idea. Like Jake Paul will keep you active. He does shows on the regular, so that's not a bad idea.
Can I
Like
say
I had two fights. Two fights that would be a crossover, but I know how PBC is. But Pitbull Cruz versus Camarón, William Cepeda, that would be a fucking banger.
Ponlo tú. Pitbull, yo lo dije. All the Spanish-speaking fighters should go to Oscar. That
Yes.
if you thought Pitbull, because Oscar, maybe what Oscar has is patience and indifference. That he'll keep Pitbull in ham and egg fights for at least 5 fights, right? Year and a half. But the moment he makes a Cruz versus a Peta fight, bro, it's over. Everybody gonna go to that. Everybody's going to that shit.
And we know that even though Pitbull's like a C plus pressure fighter and Cepeda like a B minus or a B plus, it's gonna be a banger. Like you're gonna get your money's worth.
This is what I mean, or even Pitbull Cruz versus Ryan Garcia at 140. You know, whatever, bro. If you make it,
beat Cruz's ass, bro.
No. Even without Zepeda, in other words, that the best place for Isaac Cruz as a fighter without a belt, even without a belt, is Golden Boy. Oh yeah, he'll keep you busy. He'll find you people to fight, and he'll build you up. And then eventually he's gonna put you in a real one, and you're gonna lose. But it'll be a banger, bro.
Dude,
it'll be a
what
banger.
Else? Yeah. But who else? Like all these like no names from PBC. Where else could they go? Like the Joey Spencers.
Yeah,
all those people.
Joey Spencer is a pro. Go to Pro Box. Pro Box.
Salita, hold your horses, Jules. Salita Promotions.
I think.
Fuck me, Pro Box. That's just. No, go to the UFC. He should join the UFC. Go fight Conor McGregor.
You can use them as an opponent for Callum Walsh. He'd beat the fuck out of him.
Brandon. Figueroa. Who the fuck is that? Brandon Figueroa. I would say that he should go to Top Rank because they got Rafael Espinoza, they got Angelo Leo. Pero de verdad, yeah, your far apart eyeball ass should go to Oscar too, bro. Because if you go anywhere else, you're gonna get fucked up.
Jesus, you're what?
You're gonna get fucked up. Like your eyes are too far apart, bro. Like you won't be able to see the punches, bro.
No, man. I gotta say this.
Listen,
wait a minute. If he gets punched enough in the nose, his eyes might come back together.
You ever did that shit on Fight Night? Which one was the Fight Night where you could do that? Where you could like move the dude's eyes to the side of his head and shit like that? What was that, Fight Night Champion? Make the motherfucker eyes far apart.
One of them.
One of them.
I gotta say real quick that a fight that'd be more compelling than for I think Virgil Ortiz will be against Fundora. Like Spence versus Fundora. I'm sorry, but Spence, like his first gear ass is gonna get cooked.
Bro, I don't even have
a trainer.
I don't even want to waste time on Errol Spence. Have you? Did I pull up the picture? Let me pull up the picture.
Yeah, you did.
The fat fuck.
They say you want to come talk to me, policeman.
He looked like King Willie in Predator 2.
Nah, bro, you kept calling him Big Willie. I was saying, bro, Jules just wants to talk about Big Willie, bro.
I'm fucking old, bro. Right? I be forgetting shit, right? King Willie,
Big Willie. About Big Willie, bro.
Sound like the same shit, bro. Right? But I don't even really, I don't really think they're gonna do like, bro. Without the money, you need the money. If you don't got the money, Spence ain't gonna want to do it. If you don't have the money, that's not. I don't think personally. I don't even think that's a big fight. What does Fundora versus Spence do? Be real. What does that do?
200K.
If they're lucky.
Yeah. I mean, Spence gotta pick him over the Golden Boy.
Pay-per-view. Wait, 200K pay-per-view buys? You're insane.
Bro, 200K
is
bro.
I think it. No,
wait. 200. Bro, you bought
4 or 5 like total.
Wait, you think pay-per-view fight, right?
I'm about to say like 4 or 5 what? 4 or 5 dickheads, motherfucker. Like not 400,000. You know what I'm saying? Like 200K for a perspective. 200K is what he did with Danny Garcia in 2020, about 225. His buzz is way down since then. I don't think he does 200,000 with that fight. Personally,
I think he should get the belt, try and get some belt, and then fight Crawford again.
Bro, who's he gonna get a fucking belt from, bro?
WBA.
Oh, no one.
Bro, he ain't winning. Who got the BA?
He can ask Crawford to give him one.
Crawford has the BA. Russians got the BF.
I would say
No,
though his last
you
chance
Yeah,
at any belt is
Poilievre.
Eddie Slani Lauer. That's his last chance at
Bro,
getting
who
any.
you
dude,
gonna
Lara
I
would
mean,
knock him out.
he could just go to Fundora back, bro. Let me
But
hold
that's
that
the
right
best
quick.
bet.
Yo, he need to go to pro box is where
but
Spence.
he wants to get paid though, right? That's why he's not fighting because he wants to get
he
paid.
needs to go to PFL.
The shit is that you gotta be real. Like a lot of shit in boxing really is common sense, and because it's not reported that way in a common sense fashion, it fools people. If Spence is still fighting, this is a last hoorah. That's all. This dude is not gonna campaign at 154 and try to fight all these fucking people. You crazy, dog? After all this, a year and a half you've been out the ring. No
You-
trainer.
I get the sense that he doesn't even want to box anymore.
Bro, he
Like,
just
he
he
doesn't
probably
even care about this.
Bro, he's only fighting so he could buy hay for them fucking horses, bro. That's the only reason he's still fighting.
He should sign to Kumite. Like
For real,
he
he
should
should
go
sign
where,
to the.
No, he got
wherever
He gotta go
Bloodsport,
to
whatever
Power
league
Boxing,
Bloodsport was.
that boxing insider shit. Yeah, go there, man.
He gonna go out like that Brazilian that Chong
Homie
Lee
said
fucked up.
PFL. That's crazy.
Remember what Chong Lee did to that Brazilian's knee?
Yo,
Bro,
that was crazy. Yeah.
I might watch that shit when I get off now. Fucking blood. I love that movie.
Yeah, Spence should
I think,
compete in that league.
I think his last payday for Spence could be versus Tim Tszyu in Australia.
No, de verdad. If Spence really wants to make money, honestly, like you're trying to make money, right? You know you're not gonna keep boxing. Honestly, Virgil Ortiz, Grand Prairie versus DeSoto at Jerry's house. That sells. That'll sell. That's the only one I can see that it will sell. It will
That is
sell.
his best bet at selling something. Yeah.
Fundora, like you know
Yeah,
that it's not that Virgil has a bunch of fans, right? It's not that. It's that event for Texas. Yeah, that would be big. Spence versus Fundora. All the good people in Grand Prairie, the people in DeSoto that fuck with him or whatever, they'll come out for that fight. Yeah, for that one. But Fundora, Coachella, like who gonna go to that?
That's a music venue, not a fucking fight.
No, it's a place.
It's a city,
Country.
it's a city.
No, I know.
It's a
I'm just saying.
place.
California.
You always
Yeah.
hear about concerts there and shit. You know what I mean? It's not a fight place.
There's a lot of drugs out there, though. There's a lot of drugs, I think, in Coachella. But yeah, like
shout out to
other than
drugs.
that, like, yeah, shout out to drugs, bro. But if it's a cash out fight, yo, you better off cashing out with Virgil. Honestly, yeah, you are. You can sell that.
Yeah,
And he's going out in 2
that did
rounds.
really good at the gate. No, y'all see that Jake Paul and Mike Tyson are targeting Canelo's record. Like,
I'm not mad
they're
at
dropping
that.
the shit out of the prices, bro.
Yo, the shit is that I'm for that crazy shit just because we need some crazy shit. You know what I mean? We need some
I
crazy
think it's
stupid
like
shit to happen.
the ringside is like they're like four grand for ringside.
Man,
The lowest
Sometimes I
ticket
feel
is
like we're
under
approaching the
100,
end of reality.
if he actually does something to Mike, man, he's gonna be in trouble with people.
Oh yeah, you're right. I mean, like he
We're-
better not. The shit is country. We talked about that. That he better not win. Oh, you better not win.
you
People
better
gonna
not.
be mad at you, bro. They gonna be
Oh.
mad.
I have a hot take for you guys, and maybe you can opinion on this. I've been saying for the last 2 years that Jake Paul is better for boxing than Canelo
No, I don't agree with that.
when it comes to the undercards.
I don't. I think that Jake is good for boxing. Now that I'm in hindsight, that we've had a chance to see what he's doing.
Yeah,
Like this Netflix thing, like, is he gonna make Canelo money from it? Oh, I don't think that, but I do think that it's actually super smart what he's doing. That you're making this available to all the Netflix subscribers. They don't have to pay extra. That's over 200 million people, bro.
yeah. It's like I used to give him shit, right? I'm like, oh, I don't like fake boxing, blah blah. But once I actually started paying attention to the undercards, I'm like, they're actually putting like 50-50 fights or 64 like actual boxers.
Bro, you
boxing.
seen that dude? You seen that dude? That kid that got knocked out, the unbeaten one. What was his name? Sylvia.
Yes.
He got fucking knocked out, dog. Knockout of the year in that shit, bro. Like,
And it's not like what KSI is doing, where he fucking still puts like celebrities underneath his undercard. It's not the same thing. And then when I see Canelo's undercard, I'm like, bro, come on. I'm like, you're getting fucking 40 million, and you're giving me shitty ass undercards.
I can't watch KSI's fights because his forehead distracts me, bro. Like, bro, just shave your fucking head, bro. Like, what the fuck? All that light is beaming
Yeah.
off his head. Like, bro, how can you
That's
see, bro?
it's like a
Shit
Dodge
like a-
Intrepid windshield. You know what I mean?
It's like a sundial, bro. Like, yo, why don't you just shave that little bit of shit you got on top of your head, bro? What the fuck we doing out
Bro,
here?
it's like a
Shave that
fucking
shit.
Hisense TV, bro. Like you see fucking
It's a
channels
fucking
and all that
solar
stuff.
panel, bro. He's like got a battery in his back, all light hitting top of his forehead.
Bro,
Like,
that motherfucker look like a Klingon.
honestly, yeah, he looked like that. What was that dude named Worf on the Next
Yep,
Generation?
Yeah.
Fucking xenomorph.
Fucking
Xenomorph
guy.
forehead.
We're out of
He was-
condoms,
For
Captain.
real.
We're out of condoms. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, your shit is really shaped like that, dog? Like, did they wrap your shit a certain way? Because his head is strong, dog. It's like an iPhone screen.
Hey, Julius, the Amanda Serrano rematch with Taylor, is that at 140?
That's at 140, bro. But I think Amanda's gonna win that shit. I honestly do. I think that I love
'cause the
Katie.
way Katie Taylor's been fighting and standing in front of her and trading like that, it's not going to serve her well.
The shit, you know, like Katie is for me what the relationship that you have with PBC, right? That it got you up on watching more boxing. Well, that's what Katie is for me. Like, she's a part of the reason I've started paying attention to the girls. But I'm like, real is real, dog. You 37. You've been in wars, man. You coming off of war. The last 2 fights was wars with Chantel Cameron. Those was wars.
Yeah.
You 37. Something got to give at some point, dog. And Amanda's still cool, and she still hit hard. Beat up the last bitch at 140, made it look easy. Knocked her out.
That's why I always loved your idea when it came to when you were talking about boxing cards, right? Like, instead of putting like fucking what was it, Rances Bartholomew versus the other guy who was fucking boring, it's like, go get some girls, put them on the undercard. They cost much less. You save some time, some run time on the card.
Yep.
It's like you're gonna get bangers. I've always loved that idea, and that's why when I saw Jake Paul bringing in Amanda Serrano, I was like, oh shit! I'm like, I don't know if he listened to a Ring IQ, but I'm like, that's his fucking idea.
I just think he's a smart dude, because what they're underestimating, what a lot of the older men are underestimating, is while you're in the arena, you may not have come there to see 2 girls fight, but once you see them fight, you're gonna forget they're girls. You're gonna forget, like,
more exciting fights than the guys.
bro, the best fight of this weekend was Gabby's fucking fight, bro. That was the best fight of the weekend.
My favorite fight of the year was fucking Michaela Mayer versus that the British chick.
Sandy Ryan. Like,
Yeah, that
was a
shit
good-ass
was
fight,
a
dog.
fucking banger.
It was because it's a fight, bro. Like people, like, I think boxing fans, especially, I think boxing fans more than MMA fans overcomplicate things. Like, bro, you trying to make boxing like some wine and cheese shit. But no, we just want to see people beat the shit out of each other, bro. That's what we want.
Hey, Jules, read the super chat.
Shout out to motherfucking Don Juan. KSI forehead is on pets. Yo, fuck you. Yo. Fuck you, yo. Y'all not getting me because I'm hip.
That last one, I read that one.
Y'all not get. I'm hip. Like, I could feel it. Like, Like, my spider sense goes off now. But yeah, like, it's cost feasible, and not just. But the other thing is, not just them. Also, some of the guys at the lighter weights, because super flyweights, light flyweights, atom weights, them dudes don't cost a lot of money, and when they fight, bro, them little ass dudes be trying to kill each other in there, dog. They be trying to kill each other at a fraction of the price. So for wasting money on the Broners and the Garcias, bro, y'all could have been spending on that money on some better fights that don't even cost a lot. PBC, a bunch of, like, Al is gay, bro. You ain't got no ring girls. That's the first fucking strike. Al is gay. Like, you
gay.
Yeah, that dude is gay. Like, how you not gonna have ring girls, bro? I need to see some ass cheeks, motherfucker.
Bro, all them dudes is fruity over there, bro. All them dudes are suspect. Tank, Broner, Wilder.
Yeah.
That was gay.
Arrow.
Just no evidence to substantiate this, other than no.
I remember.
That's all. Nah, that's all the evidence you need, motherfucker. Like, yo, why would I not want a fat old ass walking around the ring showing me the ring? Why would I not want that? Why not? Hey, but Pro Box has fucking ring girls, bro. Pro Box, but y'all don't. Al don't like girls, bro. He don't like girls, bro.
I remember when a while back when Andy Reid fought Chris Arreola. I remember I messaged you on Instagram and I told you, hey, this weekend is going to be this fight, and I forgot the Filipino guy that beat the French kid for the champion. He came out on your channel.
Oh, Nonito.
Yes. So I asked you, I'm like, I don't know what fight I want to go to. I'm like, I'm barely a fan, and you're like, if you want to see a good fight, go watch the Donaire fight. I'm like, if you want to see the aesthetics of the boxing, of just the whole thing, go to the Andy Reid card. I ended up going to a Donaire, and I had much fun after I saw the highlights and all that for the Andy Reid. So I was like, and I got to see a fucking knockout in round 5. I think it's a brutal one.
Nonito beat the shit. Like Nonito was on a hot run at that time. I remember because he beat the shit out of Ubali. Then he fought,
annihilated him.
Bro, he beat the shit out of Ubali, and I think it's an underrated win because Ubali was unbeaten. He was the younger guy. He wasn't all of a sudden WBC
Olympian.
champion.
He beat Rashid Warren. He had just beaten Rashid Warren. Great fight.
Mm-hmm. Like that was an underrated win. Then he beat the shit out of Raymart Gaballo. Like he was beating the shit out of people at that time, bro.
Yeah,
underrated win.
And the division was deep at this point. Fucking Ryan Burnett was still fighting. He was really nice.
Not at that point, bro, because after he lost to Nonito in the World Boxing Super, like he lost to Nonito and then retired. He had like a back.
Right, but it was in that era, like in that milieu.
Around that time, yeah, he started bodybuilding and shit, or some shit. Started taking TRT.
I remember when he joined the Super Series, and everybody was saying like, "You're too old. What are you doing? This and that." And he gives fucking Naoya Inoue probably is still the hardest match till this date. To be honest.
Honestly, yeah, that's the hardest fight he ever had. If you've seen all his fights, that's the hardest fight he ever had. Like, yeah, Luis Neri had a little moment in the first round, but that's where
he
it stopped.
Beat the shit out of Luis Neri. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Donaire was really fighting that dude. Like,
that's a good ass fight, man. That left hook
fighting for his life.
Bro, his eye ain't been the same since, dog.
No.
Pretty much. He gave him a facial.
But that it kind of shows you how great he is, because that's what it's gonna take something more than fucking what Nonito did to beat that guy. And Nonito fought, dude. Yeah, if you watch that fight, Nonito put in a fucking Herculean effort, dude. Honestly, and he still came up short.
But 126 is 126, Julio. Like, he knew he's not a big guy, man. He's not a big. I wonder.
No, but I think that's how they're gonna beat him. Like, someone is just gonna have to beat the shit out of him to win.
Yeah, he gonna get Yamanaka. I'm gonna be sad that day too, but I know it's gonna happen because he's too fucking brave. Like, bro, he knew he just go fuck some prostitutes or something, bro. Like, you don't got.
He's gonna have a Roy Jones. He's gonna have a Roy Jones moment.
He is. I already see it. Like,
you don't think he's gonna go through that fight in Junto?
I think he is gonna do that fight with Junto because there's too much money not to do it, you know. But if he wins, he's gonna fight. Roy. I think he is, bro. I think he is.
He's a little more calculated. Like, he knows he calculates his career better.
Yeah, but if you look at Japanese boxers, which I love, by the way, like, to me, them dudes is all heart, right? When they go out, they really go out, bro. Like, they get fucked up, bro. Ryota Murata with Gennady Golovkin. Gennady beat the shit out that big head motherfucker, dog. Beat the shit out of him. Shinsuke Yamanaka. Watch the Neri fights, bro. He looked like a washcloth. Like, he looked like you are getting your ass. For anybody who didn't see that fight, watch both them fights. Neri beat the shit out of Yamanaka, bro.
Oh, yeah, Loma Nakatani.
Yeah, he beat the shit out of Nakatani. He did. He really beat the shit out of Nakatani.
I forgot about that ass whooping. Yeah, he whooped his ass.
He fucked him up, dog. You know? When them dudes go out, fucking Ogawa, bro, with fucking Joe Cordina, bro.
Oh,
knocked his
ass. That was an ugly knockout.
Knocked his ass smooth out, dog.
Yeah, not smooth.
Shout out to motherfucking Don Juan. Heyman is the Diddy of boxing. Why do you think these fighters won't leave Heyman? Take that. Why do you think Tank paints his nails? Yo, I'm telling you, it's all Skittles over there, bro. It's a bag of Skittles over there, yo. Motherfuckers don't like boxing over there, bro. Motherfucker ain't
Yeah,
got
it's a
no
color
ring girl.
revolution.
Yeah, I think Al has pictures of Tank and like a pearl necklace or something.
Some
Oh my
bullshit.
And he's
god.
like, yeah, if you don't re-sign, this is getting out there.
Yeah, but the other thing is I don't like. There are fighters that left, so you know that it can be done because a lot of fighters did leave. So whatever fighters remain likely stay there because of the sanctuary. That at least there they feel safe. You go somewhere
Right.
else, you might get your ass beat. You know, you go to especially at Riyadh season, bro. Motherfuckers been getting their ass beat at Riyadh season all year. You know, you don't want to go over there.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, they got money, but you can get your ass beat.
It's high
I
stakes,
hate
bro.
to
High
change the
stakes.
subject. I hate to change the subject again, but yeah, I think Tank literally might be actually a little gay, at least. Just a little bit.
Bro,
The way he dressed, like, dude, he was at the Ryan Garcia press conference dressed like Cruella DeVille. Like, he had
My
a fucking,
my dude.
he had
he
a
is
giant green purse.
Don't talk. He is a strong black woman. You don't talk about him like that, bro. He is a sassy. He is a
Dude.
sassy broad.
He literally, he's wearing like a fur coat with like a green purse. It's like, dude, you look like Cruella DeVille. Like, you look like from fucking 101 Dalmatians.
I mean, like, I don't. This is, I don't want to, because the other shit is this younger generation of dudes is a different generation. So I don't know I don't know what the fly shit is to them. Maybe that's the fly shit. You got your green purse, you got tampons in there,
A
little
mini
bit of
skirt,
lipstick,
yeah.
right? $40
Yeah.
for the cab.
Bro, why do you think he had to spend an arm and a leg on lawyers, bro? They're gonna make him do the fucking TikTok dance in the slammer, bro, for some
Dude,
Skittles.
a mini skirt and a pearl necklace is like the coolest outfit for a guy.
You know what I'm saying?
In 2024.
This shit is well out here. Like, I don't know. I don't know what makes these young motherfuckers tick. Maybe that's the cool shit now. Like, fit a tampon in their ass. That's the fly
Yeah,
shit.
you're
at the
the
club now.
weird one for not wearing a fishnet.
Honestly, yeah, like that motherfucker probably got a thong on during boxing matches, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, he's in like sparring with a mesh shirt.
Motherfucking Michael came in. What the fuck, Michael?
He knows
What's
all
up?
about what we're just talking about.
Yo, how y'all feel about that Boots card this weekend? Because I think it's the best free card of the year.
Bro, fire. Have you guys seen Khalil Cole fight?
Khalil Cole is
Dude,
good, bro.
Khalil Cole knockouts are crazy. I hope he can I hope he makes it. Like, I hope he can step up and win fights.
No, those both those cards, Michael. Because I'm looking forward to that Davis versus Lemos, bro. That's gonna be a firefight. That's gonna be. I'm looking forward.
Is that
to
the
that.
same day? I think that's
no,
Friday.
it's Friday. That's Friday. That's Friday, and I'm glad it's on Friday because I can watch them both without an interruption.
I'm like that too.
We don't
but
have to
yo,
flip channels.
trust
So what's
me, if you
happening,
want, if you want to see two dudes try to kill each other, bro, Ernesto Mercado versus Jesus Sriracha, that's gonna be 5 the night, 5 the weekend, bro.
Now, the question that I had for you guys, for the guys before Julio got here and before Michael got here, Michael, do you think Keyshawn is going to shine against Gustavo, or do you think he's going to struggle?
I think he's gonna struggle for sure. He's gonna struggle. I'm not like I don't think that Keyshawn's bad or anything. I maybe see a world champion. I don't see like a unified or like undisputed world champion in Keyshawn. I don't. I've never. Well, at the beginning maybe I have, but he's struggled in a couple of his fights already, a little bit, and so I'm not crazy impressed by him.
Julio, you agree with that?
He beats more.
Nah, I think he's gonna be. I think it's a better style for him than Richardson pitches was.
Do you think he could become a unified champion at lightweight? Do you think he could do that?
I think the jury's still out. I think he definitely win a belt, but like, yeah, he definitely has IQ issues. Like he doesn't listen to his corner at all. So I think he's very skillful, but yeah, he's very skillful, but he doesn't have the IQ.
This is the thing. If
he's like a great amateur.
If he wins this weekend, they're saying that he's going to fight Dennis Perenchik. So what do you think about that? If he wins this weekend, WBO title shot.
I think Perenchik.
Tough fight for him, but I think he can win.
Really? You think Perenchik could beat him?
I think he beat him. I think he's
no. I think Keisha.
No, he'll beat Perenchik for sure.
Shout out to Snoop. Al has possibility of gauging damage via infrared. Yeah, yo, Al is a super villain, bro. Dude is a super villain. But I'm not mad at that. I want to see Keyshawn get a belt. I want to see Raymond Muratalla fight for a belt at least or something. You know, I just want to move on from this generation, this crop. So we're
Those two
getting
are
there.
supposed to have fought already. I don't know what top rank.
No. They can build it up a little. They can build it up a little because
It's
if
ready, bro. Like
the
I'm
thing is,
tired of
if
this build
bro,
up
the
shit.
shit is, if we talked about this, if Vasyl Lomachenko retires, and in all likelihood he will, Raymond might get the IBF, and then we get Raymond versus Davis for the IBF and WBO title. You know, next year presumably, if Keyshawn beats whatchamacallit. Now I had a separate question. We know that Top Rank's deal with ESPN is going to be up this year, next year. The question is, do you think they would go to DAZN?
Possibly,
I
yeah.
hope so. I think so. I think considering it will, considering all like we got Queensbury, Matchroom,
Golden
Leader
Boy?
Promotions, Golden Boy. Like more and more, it looks like Riyadh Season's fully invested into the zone. Like that's their exclusive streaming partner. That's what they said, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, well, I don't see why he wouldn't. They're already sort of working with Riyadh Season right now, right? Like you
Yeah.
see the Riyadh Season logo on their top rank canvases and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's definitely the way to go. And yeah, why not?
Why
I
not?
think the
I
zone is the one that'll
think
pay
you
out
could.
more money. That'll pay them
But
more.
bro, I'm not paying an increased price on my
I
subscription. It's not
yeah,
worth
but
it.
see, but you're not getting it, Michael. And I talked about that in the video. If you're now getting Queensbury, Golden Boy, Matchroom, and then add on Top Rank, yeah, there's gonna be a price hike. What do you
Of course
I
expect?
there is.
know,
Yeah.
but it's already
Yeah, bro.
there.
If they have all the fucking big promotions on one network, then yeah, I'm gonna accept a price increase. They literally have
Yeah,
everything I
same
want to
here.
see.
Yeah, because
Like
that's
I'll just
cheaper.
cancel my ESPN Plus and I'll
There
just
you
cancel my
fuck.
other shit.
That's
Yeah,
what I was gonna say,
obviously.
Julio. Then
Yeah.
like, if you got, there's no need to keep paying ESPN Plus if they get Top Rank. Like, now you'll
How much
save
is it,
money.
how much is the zone for you guys over there?
I'm paying what, 2 and change for the year. That's what I
Same
pay.
here.
2 and
Same here.
change.
35 a month.
35 a month.
That's your
35.
fucking.
I
That's your
paid
fucking fault,
120 for
Julio.
this year. That's because I made a new
35 a
account.
month is crazy. It's 40 something for me a month, bro.
Shout out to
I
Snoop.
mean,
Artificial intelligence infrared imaging. Next question, Michael. We talked about this earlier. You missed it. Do you think that artificial intelligence could improve upon the scoring criteria for a boxing match? Because Todd Duboff of Top Rank, the president, the young dude, right? He wants to start using AI to help tabulate a scorecard. Will that help or will that hurt?
I mean, there's a lot of work that's gonna go involved with that. Like, you have to hire the right guys to configure the AI.
Well, there's
The right,
already an AI out there, bro. Jabber. They worked on the Beterbiev Bivol fight, right? And
Right.
they have, their criteria is more broad, that they actually rate aggression, whether or not it's effective, the intensity of punches, that it's not just like CompuBox clicking little clickers.
So the AI is determining the intensity of the punch.
Yes.
Okay. Don't know how reliable that is right now. It could improve.
Yeah, but here's the thing, Michael. How reliable do you think judges in boxing are?
I think that the fact that they're there right in front of the ring, they hear the shots. I think isn't that not more impressive than AI?
Not when the guys are 60 years old on average. Not to me. All boxing judges are fucking old. All of them.
They're pretty old.
Yeah, it needs an overhaul, man.
What's the median age of a judge in boxing? 50 to 60 years old, bro. It's fucking ridiculous. What's the next thing? What's the next thing?
Hey, Jules, just real quick, I just wanted to bring it up. I brought it up earlier when you went to go take a piss. I just curious to hear your thoughts. There was a dude on Twitter who, like, he hosts his own boxing spaces and everything. He posted an article earlier about, I guess, Tank was out here trying to go to Japan to do some sort of issue with his boxing career. I don't know if he was trying to talk to Taken or the Turkey. I don't know what the fuck, but that the judge who fucking sentenced him for that hit and run told him, "Fuck you, you're not going anywhere." And then on top of that, the guy was posting another article stating that fucking he was getting foreclosed on his condo.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Yo, link me to that shit. I wanna talk about
I'll
that
find
shit
it and
tomorrow.
I'll send it to you. Yeah.
Link me to that shit. I like that shit. We got Ephraim. We got Ephraim Timio. Ephraim.
Oh, wait, is the mic on?
No.
Okay.
Real quick,
Wait,
if
no, my
Tank
bad.
is listening, I got a room. If Tank is listening, I got a room for $550 a month. Let me know, buddy.
Because he's not respecting, because he got off really easy. For what he did, he got off really easy. And it's like, yo, dog, like you act like you're on holiday or something, dog. You're on probation. You can't leave the country. You're lucky they let you leave to go talk to those fucking Olympians. You had to get permission for that, Now what, you want to go to Japan? Bro, you on probation, Damn, they killed that pregnant woman, But he don't give a shit, man. That dude like that don't have a conscience.
No, what's even worse is the fans don't give a shit.
No, the fans don't give a shit because he's a degenerate. They're degenerates. It is what it is.
They're
Motherfucker don't got a conscience.
Major degenerates, bro. I'll
It's
never forget.
it's like the Lil Durk shit. What is y'all sad that Lil Durk got knocked for? I don't understand. Wasn't Lil Durk out here trying to murk? He was literally out here trying to murk motherfuckers. He literally was hiring like hitmen and shit like that. And free Lil Durk.
Could I?
Young Thug is on probation for 15 years, and the first thing he
Dude,
writes on
he's
Twitter is
such
like,
a
"Yo, let's
fucking
go
idiot.
let's go after these rats."
For real.
He tried to buy
Guys,
3
one
different plane
thing-
tickets to try and confuse the feds. What a fucking dumbass.
Guys,
Go
one
ahead,
thing
Frank.
that I wanted to say when it comes to like PBC and the fighters and the relationship that they have with the management and why they don't want to leave is because Al Heyman, he makes a lot of problems go away. And when somebody does that for you in your career, you're gonna stay loyal to that guy. And maybe that's why like a lot of these guys have a reluctance to leave because maybe he made my tax trouble go away. Maybe
I don't you know that I don't doubt that what you're saying happened, right? Because he did help sort out Manny Pacquiao's situation. For those that don't remember, he had like a situation, a tax situation, and the story was that Al sorted that out for him. But those days are over, is what it is.
Right. And so when you look
Leo
at
Santa
the
Cruz,
roster,
yeah,
the roster
From Rico.
and the different batches of fighters. So like the fighters that got it the best were the ones that signed on at the like when Floyd's career is winding down, he signed up like a whole bunch of Golden Boy fighters, right?
Yeah.
And he was able to pay them really, really well.
Danny Garcia, Errol Spence, Deontay Wilder, those guys.
Yeah, like I think Errol got like a
Oh my God,
crazy
anybody-
prime time fight with the guy that I think Kell Brook fought, and Errol knocked him out into the ropes, and I think 4 million people saw that. So the extent of what he was able to do, it happens in phases. So like when this is with all companies, when the funding was really there. Like whatever, I don't know. I think it was $500 million. I don't know.
It was it was about a little. It was either half because the numbers get crazy when you look at the story. It was $500 million or close to $1 billion. But think about it. You had that much startup money. What the fuck were you doing, bro? What were you doing?
Right. And then when the money started, he started getting to like the end of it or whatever happened. I don't know what Ellen Reed pulled back, but he started doing more co-promotional deals. Like Sean Gibbons would come in. He normally wouldn't work with a guy like Sean Gibbons. He normally wouldn't work with Marcos Maidana the way that he did. He started doing that because now when you're managing 200 plus fighters and you're micromanaging them, something's gotta give. So now what he'll do is he'll micromanage what he sees are the stars. So he'll make the mistake that they made with some fighters with inactivity, like you see Kermel Moten, he's fighting regularly. Like he might fight on a Floyd show, he might fight on
because he's got a fight coming up. They just announced
on Danny Swift on Swift Promotions.
No, even and another one. There's another one. They announced it today because I think he already did the Swift promotion show, and I think they announced another one today.
Yeah, and I think Swift has another November, a mid-November card coming up.
The main shit with Al is this. To make a long story short, he was probably a good manager, but when he tried to become a promoter, that's where he fucked up. He's probably a good manager because he was at Golden Boy for a very long time managing fighters. He's probably a decent manager, but as a promoter, it's clear you don't know what you're doing. It's clear as day. You're overspending. For you to burn through that much cash, bro, and all you had to show for it was Garcia versus Salka? Thurman versus Salka. That's
Who's
in
that?
in the glory days of PBC. This is when they had a lot of money.
Yeah,
Look
they had
at the fights.
multiple broadcasters. They had
Look
Spike,
at the
Bounce.
fights. You gotta look at the fights that he was making at that time. Garcia versus Salka. You know, fucking
The matchmaking was silly. They were
Also?
playing hard to get.
Thurman versus Soto Caras.
Who?
Right?
No, but
Fucking-
that fight was a tough fight for Thurman.
No, it's not that.
Yeah.
It's not that
That's
it
for
wasn't.
Thurman's ass.
I think this is what I honestly think, Ephraim. He doesn't know the B fighters from the C fighters. You got 200 B, C, and D fighters to go to your PBC. You didn't know it. That these are not the dudes. Out of all the dudes that you got to come over, the only one that was close to A level, I would say, was Spence. With the right grooming and promotion, he could have been an A level fighter.
I want to ask you a question now. With the WBO presidency changing, right? So Errol Spence management through TGB put a request in to get ranked in the WBO 154, and as of now, is he ranked in the with the?
Not yet. They're waiting. Not
But
yet. I don't know. I don't know if Gustavo's going to give it to him because what's the precedent to give it to him? What is he hasn't fought.
His official press release sounded like he's welcoming it, like he encouraged it, like send your petition and we'll review it. Whereas with
Paco,
he outright said no, you haven't fought in a long time to get in these rankings.
Yeah, that's why I'm worried. I'm just like, bro.
I'm worried too, dog. I am.
WBO is the only one I can rely on, bro.
But at the same time, I'm giving Gustavo the benefit of the doubt because he's not new to the WBO.
No,
he was
don't
their
trust
attorney
that.
for
Don't-
years. He
Don't
was their.
trust any of these people.
I'm just, in other words, he knows how they normally operate because he's been their attorney for fucking years, bro. So we'll see,
No,
but
this is his time to fuck shit up. and make
yeah,
some
but I
more
don't see why
brown
you would.
paper
I don't
bag
see
money,
why
bro.
you would. What money Spence got? Look, yo, dog. Look at Spence, dog. Look at him. What money Spence got, bro? What
First of all,
money?
I don't even think it's him that's putting in the petition. I think it's just strictly TGB, bro. This guy is done. He has no trainer. He's been inactive. There was a video of him in the club like 2 weeks ago. I don't know if you saw that on Twitter.
I seen that shit.
Like, yo, this guy does not want to box anymore.
That dude
Let
is
him be.
done, bro. Let him be. Like, let
Let
him
him
ride his
be.
horses, bro.
So
Domo said,
guys,
hold on. Domo said Tank is mad because he's getting treated the way he deserves. LOL. A 30-year-old dweeb, for real.
earlier in the year, I think they said like Al's mother was sick or something happened.
That was
and-
last year. That was last year. Yeah.
We don't even know if that's real.
and that was why there was like a turbulent time happening in the PBC, and they couldn't secure a distributor quickly enough, right? And then now, with I think 5 or 6 shows in, I don't know how credible what Rick Glazier on Twitter said is, but he's saying Al Heyman might have gotten a stroke. So without kicking, like I don't like if any of these are true, I don't want to like kick a man while he's down, but are these to compensate? Are these press releases or like, are these rumors released to compensate for what's happening corporate wise, or is this really
No,
happening?
you want
It's
my
out?
honest opinion? My honest opinion? I think he is sick. Stress. The last year, I'm gonna say that stress will make you sick. It absolutely will. It can make you sick, right? Al is not a young man in general. He's not a young man. I would say that the last 2 years, the stress of what was going on at Showtime probably made him sick. Because it's like it's like you're living in a parallel universe when you go on a boxing Twitter or if you go on a YouTube and you hear them talk about the PBC. When I've been saying what's going on with these people for a long time, and I imagine that last year and the year before that, he must have been really stressed out because you don't have another broadcast partner lined up. Not the way it's been. You burned a bridge on NBC. You burned a bridge on Fox. Now you know what's about to happen at Showtime. And you knew the Amazon deal is not the same as the other deals you
Shit
had.
ain't no deal, bro.
It's not a deal. Like, they're just a
They
hub.
don't even promote your shit.
They don't push your shit. They not giving you a budget. They're not giving you nothing. And you knew that, you know? So do I think that he was really sick? Yes, because stress can make you sick. It can make you very sick. And I think he was stressed.
Do you guys
It can really fuck you up, you know?
Do you guys see Schaefer entering the picture and then possibly building a bridge with the Saudis?
Because his reputation is in the crapper because of what he did to Oscar. It's been in the crapper since. Like, people didn't notice that after he leaves Golden Boy circa 2014, and you had a long partnership with Golden Boy. After that, nothing was ever the same for Schaefer. Little by little, he was kind of leaving boxing, you know, and then he tried to do that pro bellum shit didn't fucking.
No, what about the Mayweather promotions thing that they recently did?
Now let me ask you a question. When's the last time Floyd did a Mayweather promotion show?
I'm not sure.
Wasn't that the Mexico one?
This is the point I'm making.
That if
Richard, that wasn't a Mayweather promotion. The people that footed the bill for that was a casino out there, unless I'm mistaken. They footed the bill for that.
Wait, Ring IQ. So I'll say this. Remember when Canelo was gonna fight Mayweather, and then they said it was iffy that Danny Garcia and Lucas Matisse would be the co-main? Mm-hmm. And then Schaefer was able to put together investors and bring that in at the last minute.
That's fucking what, 2014, right? 2013.
Yeah, but
2013.
He's still like an investment banker type of guy where like he knows how to syndicate money. And
my dude, if he knows how to syndicate money, just tell me, what is he doing at Mayweather Promotions? What is Mayweather Promotions doing in any
I'm being
capacity?
optimistic, man.
I know everything. I know everything that Schaefer has been doing.
PPC.
I know everything that Schaefer has been doing the last 8 years. Eventually, your relationship, I don't know specifically what happened. But I know that something must have happened that you ended up leaving the PBC, because you did. You went out on your own, and then you tried to do this startup. You tried to do this startup thing with Pro Bellum. That went fucking nowhere. Then you fucked off to Canada to Anthem Sports to be the president of Anthem Sports, whatever the fuck that is. That must not have gone anywhere, because now you've got Leonard Ellerby's old job. That's the job he has now. You've got Leonard's job.
Julius, so now I remember. I think the original the money that Waddell and Reed had was for the purchase of Golden Boy more than it was for the startup of PBC. So that money was really to buy an established company with an established roster.
No, that money.
No, because
no. One at a time, fellas. That money was not to buy Golden Boy. That money was to buy time, because Al Heyman's plan was retarded. It's a retarded plan. You're going to buy time on networks that don't have a commitment to you, with the goal being that if we put boxing matches on terrestrial television, they will attract more eyes since it's terrestrial television, and we will make it back in ad revenue, except none of that happened. And after you spend all that money, remember, they don't have a commitment to you, these networks. Spike don't have a commitment to you. FS1 didn't have a commitment to you, you know? So you're burning a lot of money to buy time, and that's on top of overpaying fighters for shitty fights. So that's what happened to the money. It wasn't to buy Golden Boy. They didn't need to buy Golden Boy because they took 200 fighters from Golden Boy. They didn't need to buy it. There was nothing left except for Canelo. And he stayed with Golden Boy. It wasn't to buy Golden Boy. It was to buy time slots on terrestrial networks in the hope that so many people will watch the boxing matches, the ad revenue will make it valuable. But it didn't work out that way. It didn't work. So the next thing that happens, which was good in its own way, you managed to get Fox to give you a deal, and you fucked it off. Like you that could have been so much bigger than what it was. But because you're billing fights like Spence versus Garcia as a pay-per-view, which it should not have been, Spence versus Porter as a pay-per-view, which it should not have been. It shouldn't have been. And I say this on repeat. If you would have did Spence versus Porter as a regular fight on Fox, you would have brought upwards of 5 to 6 million people to that fight on Fox because it's a terrestrial network. The thing is, you got greedy, you want a little bit more money, so no, let's make it a pay-per-view at the expense of that many eyes. That's why it didn't take long for their relationship with Fox to fall apart. Fox is not going to be impressed that you sold 300,000 pay-per-views. That network is huge. They're not going to be impressed by that bullshit. You frittered it away trying to get at a little, because the pay-per-views, for those that don't know, pay-per-views don't benefit the network. They benefit the boxing people. It's an opportunity for the boxing people to make a little bit more money. But the network, that's not what they live off of. They live off of sustained viewership. So it would have been better for your relationship with Fox if you do that Porter fight as a regular fight at a reasonable price and you bring in 5 to 6 million viewers with that fight, because that's what that would have done. I absolutely believe that's what that would have done, because look at what Spence and look at what Thurman Garcia did. They brought in like 3 million viewers with that fucking fight, 3-4 million with that fucking fight. I think it was to NBC. If you would have did that on Fox, that would have strengthened your relationship with Fox. Fox sees this like, damn, look at how many people they brought to our network on a Saturday night with this fight. Let's give them more money so that they can do this more often, because that's a lot of people for a Saturday night. A Saturday night slot at that time, you're competing with Saturday Night Live, I think. And they normally, at least at that time, they used to bring in a lot of viewers. Saturday Night Live is dog shit now. Like, it's dog shit. But at that time, that you would have been able to compete with them. You might have been able to usurp them if you're bringing in 4 to 5 to 6 million viewers with a fucking boxing match. Yeah, bro, it would have been beautiful. But you're greedy.
By the way, yeah, Thurman versus Garcia, that was on CBS, and that was when Les Vumas was allowable at putting boxing on terrestrial television before he got Me Too'd. You know what I mean? Because he was the one that helped bring the network has together to make Mayweather versus Pacquiao.
Well, he basically gave him an ultimatum, is what it was, that we ain't spending no more money on Mayweather unless it's for Pacquiao.
Pretty
we ain't
much.
doing no other fight. We ain't doing no other fight unless it's Mayweather Pacquiao. And yeah, so when you form a partnership with a network, your goal is simple. If they're giving you money, you have to bring the metrics. That is the relationship. PBC didn't do that. They didn't do it on Fox. They didn't do it on Showtime, which is why they got the boot. Nobody's going to give you the boot if you're bringing eyes to the platform. It's common sense. If you were bringing a bunch of eyes to Showtime with what you were doing, then they would have just brought you over. They would have brought you over to Paramount, but you weren't bringing no eyes. So what the fuck do we need you for? Fox, they silently left your ass in the dark. Like, they ain't even announced, yeah, we leaving. We don't got to say nothing. Ain't nobody watching this shit. We don't got to say nothing.
Yeah, unannounced. They left me on.
Shit is crazy, So I'm gonna fucking go to sleep, you fucking pricks. Probably gonna go live on Wednesday and then again on Friday and Saturday. So you pieces of shit, stay safe. And don't forget to vote.
Good night, you fucking ass.